I've been asked to tell a story again, and I was racking my brain which story to tell you. I think I'm going to tell you the story about a television network in Guatemala, just to show you how the rules of the game work. They illustrate it. Now, years ago, we bought a television network in Bolivia for $1.5 million. You will read the details in the book Mission Miracles, or you've heard it maybe already on the internet. I told the Lord, they were asking for $1 million, and now they're asking for $1.5 million. What am I to do? And the Holy Spirit whispered in my ear, 1 million, 1.5, what's the difference? You don't have anything. So if I'm going to pay for it anyway, I don't care. The most important thing is seize the opportunity. So I signed my name on the dotted line for 1.5 million. And as it turned out, we had to wait 18 months. It was a very big trial. We made a down payment of $100,000. We borrowed the money from the bank. Shortly after, a check came in for $100,000. We'd never received a $100,000 check. It was a miracle. We knew God was leading. We got on the air. We began broadcasting across the country. And even though we waited 18 months, is able to tolerate hunger and delay. So we have to learn to trust even if there's delays. But I think he was also testing most of the wealthy Adventists. Because I had 4 friends that were multi-millionaires, and 2 of them were billionaires. They could have paid it just like that. But they decided to draw a circle around me and make sure that nobody would pay for it. David, you just can't go around moving forward without money. What they were telling me is, if you don't get our permission, don't do things like that. And I said, but God has always rewarded moves of faith. Yes, but this is big money. You were moving on little airplanes. This time we're talking about 1.5 million, and you cannot do those kind of things by just going forward by faith. And I thought to myself, what's the difference to God? $50,000, 1.5 million, same thing, right? To God, money's not worth anything. It's just a piece of paper. Well, anyway, they drew a circle around me and tried to make sure that nobody would donate to teach me a lesson. And I think in the end, I did learn a lesson. God taught me that He's faithful and He will fulfill His word no matter what, because it's a promise. So I learned that. But then God asked me to go to other places and do the same thing, and I didn't want to. Because I said, Lord, why should I suffer again? You're just going to make me wait, and it's going to be painful again. Sound like Jeremiah complaining. But I eventually got my courage up again, and I said, if the Lord opens the door and He gives us opportunity, it means that He's going to fulfill His word. And there's too many millions of souls at stake. If I don't go, I don't know of another guy who's doing it. So I said, Lord, I'm sorry. If you make me wait, I will wait. And if you want me to have an opportunity, but you're going to have to prove to me that those opportunities are going to remain. So I found out there was an opportunity in Guatemala to buy a national television license. It wasn't $1.5 million because there was no equipment involved, only the piece of paper that gave you the right to broadcast across the country. So I sent a friend of mine, a Guatemalan friend. He went down, they negotiated a price, and I told him, please explain that I don't have the money, but that I do have some leads that could fulfill it in about a month. Suddenly, 2 Colombians came and said, could we come to Lima, Peru and see you when you're in Lima? Sure, I'll be in Lima in about a month. Okay, we'll be there. They came and they said, we just moved to Ecuador. What can we do to help? Thank the Lord for the Colombians.